Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet. Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go, back. 180, 40, 82, 40.
Hey, watch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Smooth. Check the guy.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
And the Patriot first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Wait, that. Wait,
Mark's 56. Marcus, defense, Marcus.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. A gain of 6 there on first.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches. And
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The second down run for Burkhead. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing now is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check four, check four.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Wait, 20.
6, right there, 56.
We ain't giving him nothing to check.
Check.
You draw corpus.
He's checking.
72. Shadow.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's White. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Easy. 72.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Done. 120. Sunday. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Again, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. 280.
54. Ain't no such thing. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Caught by the tight end, Watson. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Brady now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Brady to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Patriots.
Wait, set. 380.
On first down, Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Brady to throw. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Hey, set. 29. Alpha.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Regular.
Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and goal, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field positions. They come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff looking right. across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Solid.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Please, 5-7.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Brady now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Edelman was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ozzy!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, Team 6.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And now Edelman. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Watch it before. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On first and 10, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely lose. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That's the way you make it spin.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Push him back.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Good stuff. Keep doing it.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Here we go. Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Pick it up, D. Kill. Go.
Wentz now to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. That's caught by Penny. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
57.
Second down and goal. Wentz eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Wentz. And that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Haywood! Deep grip!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your cover.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Hey, high 7.
From the 29, Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Wentz to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go. 280. 54. Right, 54.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Today's final score, Eagles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.